Hi new and old friends, welcome to my channel. I'm your creator of fun, whimsy, and the occasional chaos, Heather. I thought I'd switch it up some today and show recent completions along with old completions, and also introduce you to my emotional support pets, my little ferrets here. I don't know what Allie's doing, but she's not banging on the cage, so I actually had to put her back in the cage. But this is Lou, or Luna. I call her Old Lady Ferret, Mama Lou, Loony Girl, my little brat, my little coffee fiend. She's 6 years old, and she's just a little cuddle bug, aren't you? She loves to steal coffee, which she knows she's not allowed to have. There's a lot of stuff she's not allowed to have, but she still tries to steal it. But she's getting fussy, so I'm going to have to put her back with her sister. Say hi, Lou. I thought they'd be a co-host for me, but they've created enough chaos. So, we shall be back. Someone else wanted to come and say hi before she started banging on the cage. This is little Allie. Electrona is actually what her name is, but we call her Allie. Allie Oops, because she's clumsy. Allie Oxenfree. Her daddy calls her Baby Girl. I most of the time call her Brat. She's 3 years old, and her and Lou are a bonded pair. That's actually, she's the reason why Lou got her one nickname, Mama Lou. Because if Lou was 2 when we got this one, and Louie, when we were finally, because we had them separated since this one was younger. And as you can see, still fussy and feisty and everything else. Wanting to get into everything. And, Allie, can you stop for a minute? People are going to think you're crazy. But Louie used to go and she used to mama them. Mama her. They were both, unfortunately, Marshall ferrets. And you could tell they both have a tattoo in their ear. They were fixed in that before we adopted them. And I worry every day about them. Especially Lou, because she's getting up in years. The average domestic ferret, they say, will live up to 6 to 10 years, depending on how they're taken care of. These two are spoiled. We tried to do the cage thing. We tried to do a little cage. Like, I rearranged my craft room to put a cage to have them stay and hang out with me while I was crafting, but that didn't work. I was afraid Miss Louie was going to go and crawl up the side of the cage like she used to, and with her being up in age, I didn't... You're getting excited, aren't you? I didn't want her to go and, I didn't want her to go and potentially fall, because she loses her balance a little bit nowadays, and has a tendency to fall. Like, she's not the most graceful ferret. And you never was the most graceful ferret. Little frog splasher. Aren't you? Well, I'm going to put this one back, because pretty soon Lou will be looking for her and duking and crying. Even though this one drives her nuts. But I'll be back to show you my completions. Alrighty then. Allie is now in the cage comfortably, and now she's just annoying Luna when Luna's trying to sleep. But anyways, here is my latest completion that I did for Valentine's Day. it actually looks better on camera than it, I mean, it does look nice, but I think it looks a lot better viewing it through the camera than up close, just for detail's sake. Then of course the one that I did for my mother-in-law that I'm going to give to her on Mother's Day. I may change the washi tape around it, that's why I didn't tape it down, because I have seen some washi tapes that I like a lot better. But this completion, of course, for this year, I did these little dinosaurs. I was actually planning on doing or am still planning on doing a project with it, using basically to make it look like a window pane. So that's still in the works. Then I also did this one, the bride, basically. It's pretty nice. They're all sealed. I don't know. It's kind of muddy when you look at it close. I mean, all the dragons, they're very nice and clear, not as muddy. But this, I don't know, maybe it needed to be a bigger size, but it only came in this size. Then I also did, I believe my daughter and I have decided that this is Snow White, like a different version of Snow White. At first I thought it was a Queen of Hearts because I thought this was a heart instead of an apple. But this was also the one that I said that when I got it, it was missing drills. Yeah, it was missing these yellows, actually, is what it was missing. And then I'll show you the next one. After the next one, you'll see which two I got that came from the same company. And this one and the Maleficent one that I got was the ones that they came from the same company, and I ended up this one not having the yellow drills, and it had more of, it was missing the yellow drills, and instead of the 414s, it ended up with the 413s, which in the Maleficent kit, I ended up with I ended up with both 414s and 413s in the Maleficent kit, and it was only supposed to have 413s. But like I said, here's my Snow White, my Christmas gnomes, which I think is pretty cute. I mean, it looks really good. Looks really good in the camera. I mean, and I think it looks really good from far away when you look straight at it. And then this here is the Maleficent one that I have, that I did. It was like the second diamond painting I ever did. And like up in here, this yellow was actually supposed to, no wait, this yellow was the actual yellow that came with this kit. And like I said, yeah, this was the one that was like, it was messed up with the drills that were supposed to be 413s. I got 414s in this one instead of what I needed for it. So at least I could use that for the other one. Came from the same company. And this is my first ever diamond painting that I've done. Yes, I realize it has a multicolored marijuana leaf on it. And I think they're trying to make it look like the gnome there's smoking marijuana. But I got it. My husband has a medical marijuana card. I'm an advocate for medical use of marijuana. Because some people just, I mean, especially in issues that person that requires the medical marijuana for psych issues because they can't take, like my husband, he has schizoaffective disorder, and the medication that he was given in the past caused problems. And what I mean by problems is it caused him to just have a really bad reaction. It made him like more manic. Cause see, I'm not 100% sure with people with schizoaffective disorder. Schizoaffective. Yeah, that's hard for me to say. Disorder, whether it's considered a manic episode or a psychotic episode. But the medication that he was on caused him to have more of those manic, psychotic type episodes. So now that he's using the medical marijuana as prescribed, he's not as bad. I mean, yeah, he still has bad days, but he doesn't have them as bad. So, now that I'm off of that soapbox currently, we can now get into our WIP Chat. Today I will be doing this kit that I got from Temu. The kit number, if you choose to also create this kit, it is a partial diamond painting, which means like back here, it's just here, part of his wings, or I said her wings, her eyes and stuff like that, are basically a print, and then other areas you actually put down the crystal diamond drills, or the specialty drills. The kit number is KH272. It's a 40 by 30, and like I said, it's a partial drill kit, and I like it because it's a dragon and it's really sparkly. Yeah, sparkly. Because I normally tend to veer away from the partial kits, but this one, like I said, it was pretty, it was sparkly, so I figured, what the heck, I'm going to try this one. So, here we are. Okay, so, and I still do my spinning, so I can see where I'm actually at. And I do like this piece of artwork. It's very, very interesting. Like, just, it keeps your mind going with the abstracts of the crystal rhinestone type drills. So, how have you all been this week? I know last week I didn't post any videos, really. Just was a really bad week. Like I said, we have court coming up soon because of my daughter being sexually harassed at work. Mind you, my daughter's only 14 years old. So she's been going through it with that. My husband and I have been going through it. And then with my husband starting a new job and learning that, trying to keep his mind focused on that. It's kind of a daunting task. And my husband and I also have been talking lately about what's going to happen when court comes up this week. Am I going to be able to go back full-time to work, or even pick up a part-time job, or should I remain just working casual, picking up shifts when, it's convenient, the mood hits me? I mean, it's not like with the way it is, we're not hurting, but we could always do with the extra income. To get like a secondary vehicle, or like we've been looking at places to move into. Other than that, not really much is going on. I've been preparing for, the different craft shows in the area, craft vendor shows, trying to determine which ones I want to go to, which ones I think will be profitable. I mean, I like to stick to some of my old standbys that I went to, and they were good, profitable. But I'd also like to try something new to get our name, get the home business more known again. Like I said, we were starting to get popular at the different events, getting asked at different events to participate, and then last year we had a pretty decent car accident and was not able to attend these events. Oh, excuse me. So, just have to go and start all over again. But I don't mind, honestly. It gave me a chance to just kind of relax and think about what my priorities were, and just focus on the priorities and what's important. And pretty much what's important is my family. My daughter does enjoy doing the craft shows with me. My husband does, but he grumps. He grumps when he goes because I think it's some of his schizoaffective disorder that he has, that he's always thinking that there's people, hey, you have to know this person. Why are they staring at you? Why are they trying to talk to you? It's like, okay, if that person's not directly coming up to me and saying something to where I hear them, I'm not paying attention. I don't care whose family, relative, or whatever they look like. Because a lot of this is like, my ex, who was not a very good person, like I said, and he is related through marriage to my current husband. A lot of people that have come up to the craft shows, I don't know exactly who they are. Yeah, I was with this particular person for 4 years, and I don't know all the friends that he had, because he was pretty freaking shady, obviously. If he wasn't a shady, not so great type person, he wouldn't currently be in jail. So, what can you do? Well, my husband, the overprotective person that he is, he's always thinking or letting me know that that person, this person or that person may or may not know my ex, and that, why are they trying to talk to me? Why are they trying to approach me and my daughter when we are doing business at our area, at our craft vendor shows? And I sum it down usually to them, and the fact that I can't control what people say, what people do, what people think, or if they feel that they can approach me. If I don't make any gestures and they're not actually there to buy buy any of my products, talk about any of my products. I don't really, and it's just gonna sound horrible, I won't really pay them any, never mind. Because I'm there to conduct business. I'm not there to, yeah, you socialize while you're conducting business at craft events, but nah. It's not that kind of socializing. Sometimes my husband feels that that's what people are trying to do. They're trying to socialize to get information on, oh, what's going on, what's this, what's that. Not the case. Honestly, like I'm just there to show what the things that I can make and hopefully potentially make a profit out of it. Ooh, where is it? Oh, I'll find it. I worry about my family, and I just want us to be, as people say, good. Which we are. We're good people. We struggle like everyone else. But we seem to get through it. Man, this piece is getting really blingy. Oops. And I see where I missed some spots too. I missed a big D right there. But I should have this finished by this evening. Let's see, I think. Oh. I knew I had this. Well, like I said, for my ADHD, I have to write everything down. For one, it's kind of like, it's not just for my ADHD, it's, like I've probably said before, kind of a self-esteem thing, because I don't want to sound stupid, even if I'm not sounding stupid. Because I know I use a lot. Like I said, a lot. I try not to, but it just happens that way. But also, I will be coming up, since it is coming up to crafting like the craft vendor shows. I will be. I won't be surprised if my husband doesn't walk in the door while I'm doing this, because it should be close to time that he's coming home. But I will be doing a little bit more how-tos on the products that I present at the craft shows and craft fairs. I hope to soon. I hope to have a Temu craft haul. I have to put an order in for that on Friday. I actually want to do a dollar store haul at some point in time this weekend, beginning of next week. Just to pick up maybe some extra supplies for St. Patrick's Day. Since the next craft show that I'll have, or I should say the first one of this year that I will have, is in April. I kind of had some ideas to make, I saw these foam molds on Temu of shamrocks. Well, I have some shamrock napkins, and I thought about maybe decoupaging some shamrock, like some of these shamrock foam forums that I saw. I figured I'd get one or two and maybe see how they do at like a crafting event, if somebody would be interested in like buying them. I mean, obviously they do. I mean, they buy little foam bears for graduations and stuff that have little roses and stuff like that on it. I thought, well, maybe I could do something similar with a shamrock and some like underlying like the underlying napkin as the base, and like just put like, I don't know, some rhinestones, or like, what was it back in the 80s, 90s, bedazzle it. I mean, I thought that would be kind of neat, kind of cool. I also want to throw my hat in to try to make those bears and I've even seen, I've seen the bears. There was something else that was just roses like that, and you could tell it was a foam. I believe it was a heart for Valentine's Day. They put like roses on it, which I thought was kind of unique. I mean, instead of just boring bear, so to speak, just try something different. Which they have several different other kinds of molds I've seen through them, and also I believe Allied Express had some of those molds. What else was I thinking of doing? Yeah, basically just, you know, showing products that I make for spring and summer. Just thinking of doing like, I have larger fairy gardens that I've made, but I was thinking on showing some of the smaller ones that I made, that I can make, using, basically, I'll show you. Using these that are like, you put the single candle there, and you're supposed to put the wax on top, and it kind of acts as a wax warmer. Well, I use these and I put like little fairies or little woodland animals on them in order to make a little scene. I figure a small little tabletop fairy garden. Right there you have it. And I mean, some people don't feel confident enough in order to do one themselves. So, that's where I come in. No fuss, no muss. That's just where I come in. Which is kind of cool. I hear people say, they're like, oh, you're so talented. I'm just good at slapping something together. Like, not me slapping something together, but just like, I think it looks right. It looks good. I just go with it. Not much else I can say about it. Except that's just how things are, and that's how it goes. Just me, and this is my creativity. Not sure what else to say. Like, I went over the DIYs that I plan on doing. If anybody would have any ideas on DIYs that they'd like to see, I can see if I can figure out the idea that you would like to see, and see if I can get the materials, and I can do a DIY for you if you like that. If you like to see more of my little brats, I can do some shorts on that for you, or I can just do a video of them. Because trust me, they can get into it. So sometimes some of the videos of them getting in trouble, when they're just actually having fun and just being mischievous, like the mischievous little sweetie peas that they are usually. Except when they want to be ham or whatever. But I could, like I said, I could do videos of them. I also plan to on the craft vendor shows that I attend as a vendor. I have plans on doing a video of where I'm at, like say I'm at Jeanette Craft Show, or how I plan to do Greensburg Community Days. I could do like a walk around, because I'll have my daughter or my husband or even my mother-in-law went and said that she would help. She's like, if you need me to, watch your booth or whatever, if you need to stretch your legs, she says, just ask me. She's like, I'll come with you. She says, it'd be something fun and interesting to get out the house. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I forewarned her that I'm like a Tasmanian devil when it comes to craft shows. When I'm setting up, it has to be this way, it has to be that way. I mean, I think my mother-in-law thinks that my husband sometimes blows it out of proportion about how bad I get sometimes during craft shows. When I'm trying to set up, or I'm helping having him and my daughter load up the van, like if we get a U-Haul van, or if it, we're not taking that much stuff and we're just using our personal vehicle. It's like, I don't think my mother-in-law has half the understanding about how Tasmanian devil I can get. It's like craft shows are my thing, and to me it's like they have to be perfect. Like, my husband doesn't lie when he says she's crazy. It's like, he'll go, I love my wife, but she's crazy. It's like, do not help her with a vending show. She has a way of doing it, and if you get in her way, it's just bad. And I think progressively it's gotten worse. It's like the more that we attend, it's gotten worse, because I want it to be more perfect, if that's even a word. It's just, I want to do better than, have my displays better than they were before, and like I said, it's just bad. I mean, there's been times and my husband's went and, if we've had to go to my mother-in-law's after a craft show, or the next day after a craft show, and he's like, I'm not talking to her. He's like, if you want to ask her something, meaning me, and he goes, he's like, I'm not talking to her. He says, she's mean. And his mom's like, no, you're blown out. I mean, she's even said, she's like, you're blown out of proportion, Hammer. He's like, no. He says, that woman's Jekyll and Hyde. And that woman was Jekyll all day yesterday. And he's like, He's like, I don't want to deal with her today. He's like, craft show, she's not the woman I married. She's just some crazy person that's inhabiting her body. I'm like, thanks, Ham. Really, thanks. You're saying I'm insane, apparently. It's just how it goes, I guess, with us. Well, it looks like it's going to take a minute for this. We're at 35, and then when I add in the videos and that of the girls, that probably should take us 2.5 hours, so, and I really don't want this to be that long. completion to it, or the completion shown, like I'll post it, and along with the one unicorn picture that I did for my mom. I'll add a picture of that in. Yeah, I'll add that to this video. So it may be another 45-minute video. 45 minutes to an hour. So I'm gonna leave you guys with this, since I don't want this video to be too long, and basically say, as always, with a world full of unpleasantness, try to keep your life filled with fun and things that make you happy and sparkle. I should say, and sparkle them with a side of whimsy. Till next time, YouTube land.